Hey guys, Semphis here. I just want to go over a quick video on how to train for gamers. Now, I've played professionally for many years, and while there's no studies that I could find on professional gamers lifting heavy weights or light weights specifically, I'm going to go over my personal experience. So, first off, I want to say that I used to lift in the powerlifting rep ranges, the 3 to 5 reps. And I think this is a bad idea. I think lifting for strength, especially once you get stronger, is detrimental. It stresses your CNS, your central nervous system, which is going to take away from reaction time. It's going to make you more tired, more fatigued. So I think it's best to keep things in the higher rep ranges and not train to failure. I think training heavy and going to failure are both things that are going to be negatives for most gamers. And you're not trying to be jacked, right? This is for people that are prioritizing gaming and they're not trying to be like a bodybuilder, power strongman, or else you go train the other way. It'll work much more efficiently for you. So for you guys that are just trying to be healthy, fit, and just get some blood flow is what I recommend. So for example, just go 3 or 4 days a week to go to for weights. 2 is probably fine, but I think 3 to 4 is probably ideal. And then just pick. It could be a body part every week, or it could be a split. You could do chest and back in the same workout. You could do legs and shoulders. And what I suggest is pick 2, 3 max exercises per body part, and just 2 to 3 sets for 10 to 20 reps. I know that might be a little confusing, so I'm going to put a template in the description so you guys can kind of look at it. But again, it's not super important what you do. If you're going to go in and do chest, you could just do a chest machine. You could do a bench press. But I'm just saying, like, you're trying to take things away from the joints and from the tendons. So while I don't think doing a bench or a squat is bad, I think maybe if you've got a tournament coming up or something like that, you'd maybe switch to machines. And and another thing is you got to kind of think about it in CS terms too, right? So in CS, one tapping all the time is pretty bad idea, right? Like unless you're Nico, there's a couple guys that can get away with it, but generally spraying is better. And it's the same in fitness. Like one tap is like doing low reps, like doing a 1 rep max. Doing high reps is like spraying. High reps is what you want to do most of the time. If you want to go in every once in a while and have fun and test your strength, you be my guest. And it looks cool. I get it. Put it on the gram. But for longevity's sake and for performance at events consistently, I think doing a little bit higher reps. And I'm just going to show you guys an example with a lat pull down. Now, this is something that you can apply to all exercises, but like I said, sticking somewhere in the 10 to 20 rep range is probably going to be ideal. You're just going to get some blood flow in there, and you're going to stop before you fail. So for me, I would go take and obviously you want to make sure you have proper form, right? So take about a little bit wider than shoulder grip here on the lat pull down. Engage with the elbows and pull the elbows into your armpits and just kind of control the eccentric. That's going to be really important. Get a full stretch at the top, pull back down. And basically, you're just going to keep doing that until you get close to failure, right? So it obviously depends on how strong you are. But for the most part, at some point in, the 9, 10, 11, you're going to start getting tired. You're going to feel like, ooh, I'm not sure if I can do one more. Maybe you can do 2 more. That's when you stop. Bam, you're done. You don't want to go and be doing that's when you run into more problems with stretching your joints, going to failure, getting fatigued, that kind of stuff. So just an example is when I started lifting and I was doing powerlifting, a lot of times I would lift really heavy, even at events. And the only time I ever played well was in England for Face It when I was playing on TSM with Twist, Sick, Automatic, and FNS. We played C9, and I had a really good series where I clutched a bunch of 1v2s and stuff. And I had squatted 365 for 5 sets of 5 an hour before that game. I went from the gym, directly to the hotel, showered, and directly to the event and played it. That is the only time, and I still remember in that game with the crowd and everything, I was like a little shaky for my CNS. So like that actually kind of helped me play well in that game, but that's just kind of an anomaly because most of the time I felt it was actually a negative. So while it can work sometimes, that's why I'm saying like over a long period of time, it was a negative. So what I started doing is just switching machines, going lighter, and kind of like prioritizing around the event. So if you're someone that you're like, oh, I want to, lift heavy, that's fine. But I would just say, like, before matches, try to go and do your lifts after the match. Or, for example, if you have an important week, just during that week, scale the volume back, scale the weight back, maybe take a deload, that kind of stuff. So hope this helped. Catch me next time.